Jason Ames here with Direct Credit Funding, back for another episode of Direct Credit Funding with Jason. And welcome back. This time we're going to talk about equipment financing and step-by-step instructions and the ease of equipment financing. As long as you've got a few ducks in a row, we can make this process real easy. And I'm here to help you, help yourself, get money quickly and easily. And that's the name of the game. It is getting you money so that you can grow your business and expand your business. And regardless if you need $5,000, $25,000, or $250,000, the same things apply. I need the same information on your company no matter what we do. First thing I need you to do is I need you to be in business for 6 months. That's probably the first step. Is we're looking for a business that's been around for at least 6 months. Ideally, we'd like you to be 2 years in business. That will give you the access to more capital. The name of the game in this type of world, in the equipment financing world, and in any business lending is how long you've been in business. The shorter your time in business, the less money we're going to be able to lend you. The longer you've been in business, the more money we'll be able to lend you. But let's just start here. You need to have your business up and established. You need to start receiving, having income from your business, looking for annualized revenue of about $100,000 a year minimum. Again, the higher the better. The more money you make, the longer you've been in business, the easier it will be to get financing for you. We need you to have a business phone number. We need you to have a business address. We need you to fill out an application. I guess let's start with the basics. We need to have you fill out an application. You can fill in a physical application. You can fill out an application online. We're looking for some basics. We're looking for your business name. We're looking to know the type of business you are, whether you're a sole proprietor, whether you are an LLC, whether you're a corporation, whatever you are, we need to have that corporate paperwork of your starting your business. If it's a sole proprietor, you're going to have a business license or you're going to have a Schedule C from when you started your business. If you're a LLC or a corporation, you're going to have your paperwork that's registered with the state. Next thing we're going to look for is a phone number. We're looking for you to have a business phone number to establish your business history. I understand that you may or may not always have a business phone number depending on the nature of your business. If you're a smaller solo entrepreneur, maybe you're in a construction business or a services business that right now you're a one-man shop. Maybe you just are operating from your cell phone. That's fine while you're starting your business. But ideally, as your business grows, you want to have an official business phone number for people to call and answer besides your cell phone. We're looking for you to have a business address or a business address that you operate from. That can be your personal address. It can be a business address. They're both fine. It just needs to make sense for your business. If you're a contractor, it makes sense that you work from home and that you have a home-based business. However, if you are a restaurant, it probably doesn't make sense that you put your home address as the location of the restaurant. So make sure that you put either your business location or your home location and that it makes sense for your business. We want to know your federal ID number. That's something very important. It helps us with our reporting and discovery and the things that we need to do on your business. And you need to have that for your tax purpose and everything, and tax purposes, etc. Looking for you to have a website. Or if you don't have one, it needs to make sense why you do or not have one. But the more you can identify and the more it gives you more validity to have a website on your business, because when people hear about you, they want to go check out your website. They want to see who and what you are. It makes you more tangible. It makes you more legitimate. And it also shows us as a lender that you've put more thought into your business, et cetera. So a website's something that most businesses either will have or should have. It helps grow your business. Next thing I want to know is who the owners of your business are. We're looking to have all owners on the application that own 20% or more of the business need to be listed on the application. So I don't have to have if you have a multi-owner company and you started the business and you have family members or relatives that are less than 20% owners, I don't always have to have those owners on the business. But I do need you to tell me who they are. But as long as they're under 20%, I am generally not going to be needing to see their personal information added to the application. Well, let's go into the credit. That's part of the game in lending. Lending is we're taking a risk on you. We are going to give you all the money that you're looking to borrow, and we're going to give you 100% of the money that you're looking to borrow, but we're doing this in good faith. and we do expect that you pay us back. We will set you up on terms anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year, depending on the type of structure that we set you up with. And we're going to set these up on terms. We're going to do 100% financing. We'll probably take one payment or 0 payments at signing and have you make no payments for 30 or 60 or 90 days, but we do eventually want to get paid back. And so we are going to look at your credit history to determine your ability to pay back. Don't get stuck on the fact that I am looking for perfect, excellent credits. We lend to people with all types of credit situations. I'm not afraid to lend to someone that's had a history in the past, that's had some slow payments, that's past due right now, had a prior bankruptcy, had a tax lien. Those are all okay. We just need to know that whatever that issue was is either being mitigated now and you're taking care of it, or that it was something in the past that you had you had a stumble and you've grown past that and you figured out. Because all businesses, while they're growing and expanding, my business included, has had stumbles, has in the past, has them now, will stumble in the future. And that's part of growing a successful business, is learning from those mistakes, finding out what happened, finding out how to overcome it, and continue to grow your business. On the credit side, we are looking for someone with a 600 credit score or better. Ideally, we all want to have a 700 plus credit score. That's just the name of the game. But we're okay lending down to people with as low as a 600 credit score. And a 600 credit score is a credit score that says you have stumbled in the past. You might have some past dues now. You can still have past due accounts. As long as we can get evidence that they're current, we get a story what happened. We are a story lender. We're happy to hear the story. We want to understand why you did what happened 3 months ago that had your house payment or your car payment or some type of slow payment on your either personal or business credit report. We're okay with those stories. Maybe we'll do some special structure for you. Maybe we'll shorten the term. Maybe we'll take a little extra down payment, but we're not afraid to step into a scratch or dent credit is probably the easiest way to say that. So if you do have credit issues, just tell us. I understand that a normal bank institution is going to see a sub 700 credit or a low 600 credit and say, oh, no way, that's just too low for us. We're not afraid of that. We just need to know your story. So just be honest with us. Tell us what's happened. We can, if it's not something we can do now, maybe we put it with one of our credit partners that does credit repair. We rebuild your credit, and in 90 days, we can get you approved down the road. That's probably for another episode. Next thing, tell me about the equipment you want to borrow. And I want to hear all about the equipment that you want to borrow. I want to hear all the equipment you want, why you want it, what's going on in your business, what's happening to have you, what type of growth pattern you're on. Maybe you need this equipment now, another equipment down the road. On the equipment you're borrowing, I want to know what it is you're borrowing and what it is, how much it is, and who you're borrowing it from. All of those things matter. I need to know what type of equipment that you want to borrow so that I know that it makes sense for your business. If you have a restaurant, it's going to be very odd to me that you're trying to buy a bulldozer. Okay? That's going to be pretty odd for me. Equipment justification is the point that I'm getting into. Your equipment needs to make sense for your business. Bottom line. We recently had a wedding venue that came to us for a skid steer. Thought it was a very odd request. Didn't make a lot of sense. However, once we spoke to the borrower, we found out that they had a very specialized wedding facility. It was on top of a mountain in Texas. Beautiful site. It was on 20 some odd acres, and they needed the skid steer to help maintain the property. So once we got a good understanding of how they were using the equipment, then we were able to justify it and approve that transaction for them. So the equipment needs to make, bottom line, equipment needs to make sense for your business. We want to know who you're buying it from. We want you to be buying it from a vendor that sells the equipment. And on a side note, we do private party sales in certain limited situations. There's a lot more to it. It's harder to do, but we can do it under certain qualifying situations. That's not something we advertise because generally everyone gets upset because it doesn't go as smooth as they think it should. So in an ideal world, you should purchase your equipment from an actual vendor, if any of that makes sense to you. Next thing we want to see is your last 3 months bank statements. Good, bad, ugly. I need to see them to know who we're getting in bed with. Let's just put it out there, lay it like that. I need to see the type of cash flow that's coming into your business for the last 3 months and understand what's going on. I'm not going to hold it good or bad against you, but I need to see the bank statements to help understand what type of lending we can do to you. From there, everything else is going to happen behind the scenes. We're going to get your application in. We're going to get it processed. We're going to have someone talk to you and find out your justification, what we're doing, et cetera. And then everything else gets handled by our operations team. We'll do the analysis and let you know how much we can approve you for, the terms that we can approve you for, the down payment, if any. And 90% of the time, we are either we're doing 100% financing, collecting zero at signing, or one payment at signing. So your outlay on this, for example, on a $50,000 purchase, which is, our average ticket's about $78,000. So I think the payment on that's going to run you $1,800 a month. So you can purchase a $75,000 piece of equipment. Your out of pocket is going to be maybe $2,000 with the first payment and the documentation fee. But yet you can put that equipment to work for you right away, start receiving the income and get that producing, and not have a payment for 30, 60, 90 days. That's the benefit of the equipment financing. But you have to put your information to me, putting your best foot forward so I can have the best chance of understanding what you're doing and get you approved for the maximum dollars. I hope you found this interesting and insightful. I'm here to answer questions. I love if you do ever have any comments you want to put in the comments section or topics that you'd like me to cover. I'm an open book here. Been doing this 28 years. I've been doing this a long time, so I know this market inside and out. My specialty is in the small ticket market, as we call it, which is the application only and I guess what we call the creative financing end of the market. We do multi-million-dollar and bigger deals too. Again, in that creative space, I'm really good at what I do, and you should feel free to reach out. Again, this is Jason with Direct Credit Funding. Loving what we're doing here on this podcast, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. Hit the like or subscribe buttons below.